Hello, dearly beloved of God. What an amazing day. This is the day that the Lord God has made, and you and I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Like I always say, that every day is born again. So, I'd like you to wake up from your bed, wake up, wake up, wake up, revitalized, rejuvenized, and active. Don't wake up sad. No. Today is so beautiful. If the birds in the air can smile, if the flowers can smile, I think you can also smile. Today we have come to the end of this week's series, which is before you say I do, what are the things you need to check out for? And I'm wrapping up this week by trust. That person you want to get married, do you trust them? Or you are seeing an element of mistrust and yet you want to see go on? Now the truth of the matter is that in marriage, trust is a major. You can't build friendship with trust. You can't build companionship. Companionship is friendship. You can't be friends with who you are not compatible with. And trust is a bedrock that helps a marriage to be peaceful. You are in a relationship and he doesn't allow you to touch his phone. You are in a relationship and he's not accountable to you. You don't know his friends. You don't know his whereabouts. You're just there. It's wrong. And that is why I keep telling singles to ensure that they are sanitized. Because the moment you start sleeping with each other, something drop, which is your boldness. You don't have that capacity again to address him or to correct him or her. Do you trust this person? How does the person even present you among his friends? Does he present you as a friend? Or he presents you as a fiancé? You need to know this. At least before getting married, courtship is a closer check that both of you are likely to get married. There are some basic things you need to know about him or her. Are they accountable financially? When you trust someone, you are relaxed with the person. You can say, give me a cup of water, and you're not afraid that the person will give you vinegar. But now you are seeing so many signs. He told you he was in London, and you find he was in Chinese. Oh God, I guess he was tired. So how does tiredness relate with lying? Because everything you see in marriage, there was a red flag in the relationship. So you have to ask yourself, can I deal with this for the rest of my life? Or is something that I have to address or undress or terminate, whichever way? Marry who you trust. That is why it's good to marry your friend. Build companionship. Build friendship. Some people are going to Lokoja to look for their spouse. Meanwhile, their spouse is is in the next street. That person you gist with, you laugh with, even though the ATM pin, you are just so free. That is the person you should go after. Because in marriage, it takes trust to build friendship. The one in Lokoja, when you are coming, perfume everywhere. But if you don't even know they have body odor. There's a fake life they are kind of. Am I saying you should not marry for? No. But what I'm saying is that at times, we are neglecting those we should make as spouse and now upsetting those we should just end at a friendship level. When I'm to get married to you, my heart should be safe with you. I should be able to sleep and be rest assured I'm the right hand. Oh, how deceitful it can be when you are trusting who does not even trust you. Samson was so carefree. Trust is not based on sweet words. By the fruit, you will know them. You can't hide. That is why courtship is a delicate state for you to open your eyes and look and be sensitive. Delilah had sugar-coated tongue. And see what she did to Samson. So also you should also be sensitive. Because when trust is broken, friendship is broken, and it can lead to the termination of a relationship or of a marriage. Trust is like an egg. Those that know the value of it never seems to break it. How can you tell your wife to be that the person in your house is your sister? Meanwhile, you know that is your side 2 girlfriend. What if they discover? We might not be accountable for our actions, but the consequences thereof, we can't really predict it. And that is why you must stick to who you trust. Be free. At least in courtship, there should be a license for you to check my phone. At least. And I can check your phone. I can come to your office unannounced. Not, you didn't tell me. You don't do that here. You have so many code and conduct. Because it's expected that we are almost getting married. So at least gradually, we should be loosening up to each other. That is trust. I can be having a board meeting and secretary say that my fiancé is around. And I'm not panting because there is condom in my office on the table that I use with my secretary. So trust gives you rest of mind and it makes you more productive in your relationship because you are so, trust means confident. You are just relaxed that I'm the right person. But nowadays, people break people's hearts without even caring how they feel. And the ones that hearts were broken were so gullible, they were not sensitive enough. So that is why before you say I do, check out, do you trust him? Does he trust you? It's a two-way thing. In marriage today, some people are having high blood pressure, not because they want to, but as the husband leaves the house, where is he going to? And that is why you must shun premarital sex, because the danger it brings is so high. If, for instance, you are used to eating stolen water, sex before marriage is like drinking a stolen water. In marriage, you are not at rest because you be panicking. Oh my God, whose guy is he with now? Oh my God, whose guy is my? You don't just trust that your spouse because if she can give this to me freely, that means she's loose. As you are in Kafensha, you are calling security man. Where is madam? And this being about insecurity, it gets to a point, it gets to the height. I say some people saying, I'm done. When you do things the right way, the Bible says, trust and obey. There is no other way to be happy in Jesus. Why do we trust Jesus? He has never failed once. He's always firm. And with you, even to the end of the earth. And trust me, you want to slip from the step and you shout Jesus. He comes and hold your hands. You don't fall. So that gives you a confidence that I'm with the right person. You are the praise. He just gives you a scripture that elevates you from that state. He's firm. Trust means to be firm. My yes is yes and my no is no. We can be like Jesus because we are created in his image. So we can also be trusted because God can be trusted. The Bible says, ye are gods in the book of Psalm, and all of you are children of the Most High. So trust should not even be an issue as a child of God. It should be our identity because we are also serving a God that is trustworthy. From the history of time to now, he has never failed. But you, in a minute you're talking, you said yes and no 200 times. So how can they trust the yes or the no? It's a food for thought. Because this is what we call a lifetime journey. So you don't just rush in and say, yes, I do. Trust is very important. Do you trust this person? And I tell you this truth. You can't trust who does not know God. Because they will disappoint you. That fiancé you are following, what is their relationship with Jesus? You can't trust who does not know God. Because human beings are moved by spirit. You see that the spirit of God is controlling you or the other way around. You can't sit at the fence. But when you are meeting someone that has a relationship with Jesus, there are some things they will not do. Not necessarily because of you, but because of God. Like Joseph said, how will I do this wicked thing before God? How will I hurt my God? Someone that cannot hurt God cannot hurt you. So you look at for how is he communing with God? Because if he doesn't trust God, he can't trust me. You are with someone that is doubting the existence of God at this present time. Does God really exist? You know, we are human beings. We just wake up and sleep back and just wake up and sleep back. And you are still with that person. Tomorrow he will doubt you. Are you sure you are fair or black? So you must be intentional about who you say yes to. When you marry someone that trusts Jesus, when you marry someone that knows Jesus, that has a relationship with Jesus, you are safe. I can guarantee you that. Because just as Jesus is firm and perfect, that person will be walking towards perfection. And that gives you a rest of mind in your marriage. My prayer for you today is that you will not be deceived by the 6 packs. Because nowadays, everybody's going to the gym to do 6 packs, to do flat belly, to do waist trainer. Those things are good though, but it's not what you eat in marriage, sir. It's not what you eat in marriage, man. When you enter, you are seeing the 6 packs, but looking at 1 pack in your eye. Because they are not the basic thing about marriage. Before you say I do, young lady and young man, do you trust the person? Does the person have a relationship with Jesus? Remember, I said, and I'm saying it again emphatically, anyone that knows Jesus will never break your heart. Because trust means breakage of heart. When you have compassion, you will break someone's heart. Look at Potiphar's wife. Very wicked woman. So assuming Joseph agreed now, her husband has gone to work. She has the mind to even dare to sleep with one of the boys at home. And believe you me, I don't think Joseph was the first person. Maybe she has been doing it. And they are under the same roof. And she's even feeling it. She doesn't know God. But when she jammed who knew God, she couldn't fulfill her mission. Forget about what Joseph went through. It was even leading him to his breakthrough. How can you meet a man that tells you that you should sleep with him? He doesn't know God, man. If he knows God, he won't dare to say it. Because he knows God and he knows what God said. Now you are asking, should I do it? Answer yourself the question. My prayer for you is that may your eyes be opened. Like Apostle Paul prayed, that I may know him and the power of resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering that was being made what conformable unto his death. My prayer that any relationship you are be the one that God is pleased with. Because when God is pleased with your relationship, he gives you the grace to be trusted and to be trustworthy. And with this, once you marry for eternity, trust can never be an issue. Even when your husband says he's traveling, you are at rest because you know who you married. May your eyes be opened. We have come to the end of this week's series. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you next week for something, my God, mind-blowing. God bless you.